sister says there are better ways to get someone's attention.
So for those of you who just tuned in from my last video, I just finished reacting to episode 12, Disconnected, for 911. And yeah, for this, and yeah, we're here to check out the episode 13 promo. So yeah, last episode, the episode I just finished reacting to, it wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite, but it had, of course it had, it had some moments where, it did get me emotional, it got me in the feels. So yeah, but again, not necessarily my favorite episode, but obviously the action stuff with the 118, had with, they only had like, I know they only had like a couple emergencies, but I'm like, it was cool to see that. See the action from that a little bit, and yeah, with Maddie and Eddie centric stuff happening at their separate separate times, because obviously they're in they're in LA, and then we're there in Texas, and catching up with Eddie, see how he's holding up, see how he's doing. So yeah, and yeah, it was good. It was good catching up, seeing how Maddie is, dealing with the aftermath of her serial killer kidnapping, and stuff like that, seeing how that was going. And yeah, and we're again, like I said, caught up with Eddie, see how he's doing in Texas, and yeah, things are slowly on the mend for him and his son. So yeah, that is good to hear. And yeah, and Maddie, she's slowly on the mend too. So yeah, it was cool to see, and yeah, it was incredible to watch, and stuff like that. So yeah. But again, yeah, like I said, we are checking out the promo for episode 13, which is airing this week. It is called Invisible. Okay, quite a title. So yeah, even though it's just invisible, but yeah, So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos and content. Don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts, and also don't forget to subscribe to my second YouTube channel. All that will be in the description below, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that is about everything. So with all that being said, let's get ready to hop in / jump right into the episode 13 promo, Invisible, which is the episode that is airing this week on ABC. And yeah, let's see what this week's episode has in store for us. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't get on the bus. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Well, that was a lot. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so obviously. Okay, looks like we're dealing with a hostage situation, obviously, as we can see, we saw. Okay, interesting, and, oh, God, and, okay, and then Hen, okay, so yeah, he's like, has anyone talked to him and stuff like that, like, they're like, yeah, they're trying to, like, negotiate and stuff like that, and, yeah. And, yeah, since she is a paramedic, she, and yeah, there's a hijacker who has a knife, mind you. Yeah. She's taking care of that person, and yeah, and she just became a hostage. So uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yeah, that is not good at all. Uh-oh. So yeah, okay. So it looks like we're gonna be fed with that this week. Okay, lovely. Great. Lovely. So yeah, okay, I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna go. Okay, so yeah, and also, like I said, I forgot to mention that apparently I did hear that this episode's gonna be a little bit Hen centered a little bit, because obviously we know what we just saw. Yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing how she's gonna handle that situation, and yeah, but I'm more nervous because again, guy, hijacker with a knife, mind you, and, yeah, because that is scary, scary stuff. It's on a bus, and, stuff like that, and, he's holding these people hostage, and, yeah, it makes sense. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be dealing with this week, and, yeah, also, speaking of, after this week's episode, we have another two-parter coming up. Yeah. But, so yeah, that'll be interesting to look forward to after this week's episode. So yeah, interesting, and, lovely. Great. So yeah, that's, okay. That's a lot. So yeah, I'm like, first of all, can we stop, please? This is, like, getting me, more anxious for what's gonna happen in the rest of the season. So, yeah, and I did, hear that this, yeah, I did hear that the back half of this season is gonna be pretty epic, and, stuff like that, and, yeah, we have a lot to look forward to, just action-wise, and, stuff like that. There's lots coming, lots of, lots of crazy stuff, to come, and, stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm like, I'm mainly excited to see what it's all gonna be, and what it's all gonna entail. But yet again, I'm more nervous, because, again, who knows, with this show, since it's a drama and stuff like that, I'm like, who knows what they'll do, who knows what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm like, because they can do anything with this fucking show. They can do anything. So yeah, that is, oh my gosh. So yeah, well, this episode's gonna be, yeah. So yeah, this week's episode is gonna be crazy as fuck. And yeah, same with the two-parter we have upcoming after this episode. And yeah, well, part 1 and then part 2 the week after. But yeah. So yeah, again, I have no idea what the two-parter is gonna be about. We won't know until the episode promo for part 1 comes out. And comes out after episode 13 airs this week, and stuff like that. So yeah, but we'll figure it out. We'll see what all that will be with time. We'll see all that with time. Time. Yeah, that'll all come with time, and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll know when we'll know, and stuff like that. So yeah, and but also by the time I'm recording this, I don't think we've gotten the synopsis for episode 13 yet. I don't think. So yeah, so yeah, we should be getting it like relatively soon, like a day or two maybe. Because yeah, they usually tend to do it before it comes out, like a couple days before it comes out, and same with the stills, like as little sneak peeks for the episodes. So yeah, both as in video sneak peeks, and like stills like images sneak peeks. So yeah, but yet again, for the sneak peeks as in video sneak peeks, it depends on how many they release. They could release 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't matter. Again, it depends on, that's up to them how much because it depends on how big the episode is, because they don't want to give too much away and stuff like that, because obviously spoilers and stuff like that, and lots of people leak shit. So yeah, it's yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but hey, we're all in this together, so yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of drama and stuff like that to look forward to moving forward. So yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, yes and no. Like, because I'm down for the drama, but I'm like, too much drama, I can't handle. Because, if it goes to they push the limit over a little too far, I'm like, nah, please no. I can't handle it. Just my, I genuinely can't handle it as for my emotions. Like, my emotions cannot handle it. I'm like, please, no. Can we, no. Like, nah. No, thank you. No. So, yeah. And, yeah. But, yeah, we'll see how that's gonna keep playing out and stuff like that. So, yep. So, yeah, this back half of the season has been pretty crazy so far. Honestly, I'm enjoying this back half of the season better than, the first half of this season. So yeah, I just, yeah, I don't know. That's just, I don't know. It's just, is it just me, or, yeah, I just feel like, the back half of this season is getting me more, invested in the show again, just because, after, what happened in episode 6 with the breakup with Buck and Tommy, and, stuff like that, and they're slowly, yeah, and, stuff slowly, kind of, I don't know, but, so, yes, and then what we seen, and, stuff, and heard, and stuff like that, like, in the show, and stuff like that, I'm like, and both outside of the show, as well, I'm like, yeah, But, you know, so yeah, I'm slowly coming back around to, like, you know, enjoying the show again, because, you know, I've just been, you know, been in the deep emotional side of it, because, you know, after the breakup, I was just, you know, I was sunk, because, you know, I was like, because, you know, yeah, because it's Buck and Tommy, you know, you know, they're the couple of this show, and because, not the couple, but you know what I mean, so yeah, they just, you know, they become the other couple for this show in my heart, so yeah, they've captured my heart, they've so much captured it, so, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, you know, so yeah. I really do hope they can get around this, the challenges, you know, and stuff like that, and especially with what we the last conversation that they had, yeah, I hope they end up coming around to it, whether, you know, they just reconcile and they, you know, decide, again, whether they just decide to reconcile and, you know, just, you know, decide to be friends and, you know, stuff like that, or, you know, they, you know, actually, you know, talk through it and, you know, and stuff like that. But again, who knows? Hey, at least they have a chance of getting back together. So, but yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It depends. It all depends on them. So, it depends on the writers. So yeah, I hope. So yeah, they have a chance. It's clear. It's obviously, you know, it's obviously clear they have a chance of getting back together. But you know, they just have to work on their little. They just have to work on their insecurities and stuff like that. So. Yeah, but more mainly on Tommy's part. He has to work on those insecurities, but, you know, same with Buck a little bit, you know, but I feel like mainly Tommy's the one who needs to work more on his insecurities and stuff like that, because, you know, after that conversation we had in episode 11 and how that ended, I'm like, yeah, buddy, you need to kind of, Tommy, I love you to death, but you need to work on your insecurities there, bud. You need, you know, but yeah. But we'll see how things go. I just hope they, you know, I want them both happy at the end of the day. I just really want them both to be happy, whether, you know, they get back together or not, you know, just, you know, either way, shape, or form, I just want them to be happy, because they deserve that happiness, especially Tommy, because, you know, he's been through a lot in his past, because as we can tell, even though we don't, you know a lot, we don't know too much, but, you know, but from what little things we depicted and stuff like that, we do know a little bit, but, you know, so yeah. But either way, I'm excited to see how it all is gonna play out. We don't know, but we don't know what we're gonna see and, you know, stuff like that. But we'll figure it out as we go. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah. So yeah, that was my reaction to the episode 13 promo, which is airing this week. Feel free to let me know what you guys think. What are your theories on what could happen in this episode going forward, aside from what we saw in the promo? And yeah, let me know. And yeah. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.